Madayana dalumda kamayutanan. Good afternoon, everyone. It is such pleasure to see you all this wonderful day. So this afternoon, we will have another discussion, a meaningful discussion, no, with English for specific purposes, genre and needs analysis, and the course design. English for specific purposes emerged as a distinct field in language teaching in the mid 20th century, driven by global economic and educational changes. Now, after World War II, rapid economic and technological advancement increased international trade, science, and technology, creating a need for English in specific fields such as business, engineering, and medicine. So this period saw a rise in English as the dominant global language, requiring a more focused and practical approach to language learning tailored to professional and academic fields. Linguists started analyzing language use in different professional contexts, now leading to research and discourse analysis, genre studies, and register analysis. Now, this shift moved English learning away from general language acquisition towards specialized instruction based on the learner's needs. So, as ESP matured, educators focus on needs analysis, which means that identifying the specific language skills required by learners in their fields. ESP branched into subfields like English for academic purposes and English for occupational purposes. It also adapted to various industries, including aviation, law, tourism, and healthcare. So today, ESP continues to evolve, integrating digital learning tools and adapting to modern professional demands. According to Hutchinson and Waters, ESP is about designing courses that align with what learners actually need. So think of this way. A doctor, a pilot, and a lawyer all need English. But don't they need the same kind of English? Of course not. So a doctor must understand medical terminology and communicate effectively with patients, while a pilot master aviation jargon and follow strict communication protocols. Similarly, a lawyer needs to navigate legal language and formal documentations. So ESP ensures that these professionals learn the language that directly applies to their work. As Partridge and Starfield put it, ESP focuses on teaching English in a way that prepares learners for specific domains. So imagine a student who wants to study engineering in an international university. If their English class only teaches general conversation drills or skills, they may struggle with technical readings, so research papers, and even communicating effectively in an academic setting. As Busterkin explains, ESP is not just about learning English for the sake of it. So it is about making sure learners gain the skills to thrive in a real-world environment. So a great example is the hospitality industry. A hotel receptionist is in an English-speaking country doesn't need to write long essays or analyze classic literature. Instead, they need to master polite and professional communications, handle guest inquiries, and respond effectively to complaints. English for specific purposes is divided into two major branches: English for academic purposes, or EAP, and English for occupational purposes, or EOP. AAP is designed for learners who need English to succeed in an academic environment. This is particularly important for students in universities, research institutions, and academic setting where English is the primary language of instruction. So the course content is designed to help learners meet the demands of higher education, such as understanding lectures, writing research papers, and participating in discussion. Another key features of AAP is it focuses on academic success. So the primary goal of EAP is to equip students with the skills they need to excel in their academic careers. So this includes academic writing, critical reading, note-taking, and presentations. And lastly, AAP often involves real-world academic tasks like summarizing journal articles, writing essays, and giving presentations, activities commonly found in universities and research settings. An example of AAP is that a student planning to study engineering in an international university takes an AAP course that focuses on technical writing, research skills, and formal academic discussion. So this helps them understand courses materials, write reports, and communicate effectively in a scholarly environment. The second one is English for occupational purposes, or EOP. So EOP is for learners who need English for work-related reasons. So it is designed to help professionals communicate effectively in their specific job roles. So EOP The focus is on job-related communication, such as writing emails, making presentations, and handling workplace conversations. So another key factors or key features of EOP is that it improvement on the job performance. So EOP aims to boost professional efficiency, ensuring that learners can use English effectively in their jobs. And the last one is many professionals take AOP courses to improve their English and advance their careers, whether in business, medicine, tourism, law, or aviation. So example of AOP is that a nurse working in an international hospital takes an EOP course that teaches medical terminology, patient communication, and report writing. So this enables them to interact effectively with English-speaking doctors and patients. Now, we will discuss the advantages of English for specific purposes. So, ESP is a highly effective approach to language learning because it tailors instructions to meet the learner's specific academic or professional needs. So, unlike general English courses, ESP provides targeted learning that enhances engagement, motivation, and practical applications. According to Hutchinson and Waters, learners are most likely to be engaged with the target case. So, one of the biggest advantages of ESP is that students find it relevant to their goals. When learners study English, that directly applies to their profession or field of study, so they are more actively involved in the learning process. So example is a medical student learning English through case studies about patient diagnosis will find the lesson far more engaging than a general grammar exercise. Another advantage is that learners may be more motivated in subjects related to their fields of practice or study. So when learners see the practical value of what they are studying, their motivation increases. So they understand that learning English is not just about passing a test, but about excelling in their careers or academics. So example for this is that an engineering student who learns how to write technical reports in English will be more motivated than someone studying random vocabulary lists. So they know that the skills they develop will be directly useful in their future work. And the last advantage of ESP is that learners can be focused towards their academic or occupational needs. So ESP eliminates unnecessary content and focuses only on what learners truly need. So whether it's preparing for academic writing or workplace communities, ESP ensures that time and effort are spent efficiently. So example for this is that a business professional taking an ESP course will focus on writing professional emails, conducting meetings, and negotiating deals, skills they will immediately apply in their workplace. Now we will proceed to the roles of ESP practitioners. So this is according to Dudley Evans and St. John of 1998. The teacher, facilitating specialized learning. While an ESP practitioner is still a teacher, their role is different from that of a general English instructor. Instead of following a genetic syllabus, they customize lessons based on the learning field, whether it's business, medicine, or engineering. A collaborator, working with subject experts. So ESP practitioners collaborate with content specialists to ensure that the language taught is accurate and relevant to the learner's professional or academic needs. So a researcher, understanding language in context. So ESP practitioners analyze real-world language use to ensure that what they teach is up-to-date and practical. So this includes studying how English is used in different professions and adapting teaching strategies accordingly. The last role is the evaluator, assessing effectiveness. So ESP practitioners continuously evaluate both the learner's progress and the effectiveness of the course material. So this ensures that the learning outcomes match with the specific needs of the students. What is needs analysis? So according to Highland, needs is an umbrella term that includes learners' goals and background. So why are they learning English? What are their academic or professional aspirations? So second is language proficiency level. So what skills do they already have and what needs improvement? Reasons for taking the course. So do they need English for work, studies, or travel? And teaching and learning preferences, or what methods or approaches do they find most attractive or effective? Why is needs analysis important? So needs analysis helps ESP practitioners design targeted course materials. So if learners are medical students, the lessons should focus on medical terminology, patient interactions, and hospital documentations. So ensure relevance. So teaching must align with real-life academic, professional, or technical communication. And lastly, it motivates learners. So when learners see the course is directly beneficial to their goals, they become more engaged and invested. So example of needs analysis in action, no? English for hotel staff. No? A hotel chain wants to train its staff in English. So needs analysis shows that receptionists needs polite greetings, handling guest complaints, and giving directions. So housekeeping staff need basic requests and safety instructions. And restaurant servers need menu explanations and customer service language. So what will be the outcome or the course outcome of this situation? So the ESP training is divided into role-playing exercises, customer interaction, scenarios, and vocabulary lists that match each department's needs. What is genre analysis? So genre analysis is the study of how language is structured in different types of text within a specific discipline or profession. So it helps ESP learners understand how texts are organized, what language features are used, and how meaning is conveyed in academic, professional, or technical context. So according to John Swales, defining genres as communicative event with a shared purpose. So meaning that the text in particular field follow predictable structure and conventions. Examples of genre analysis in academic writing, English for academic purposes, research articles, thesis writing, and literature reviews follow specific structure, especially introduction. We have the methodology, the results, and the discussion. So example, a university student studying scientific writing will learn how to structure a research paper using the IMRAD, the introduction, methodology, results, and the discussions. Course design in ESP. So are ESP practitioners good material providers? So as observed, ESP materials are often limited. So practitioners must design their own syllabus and organize teaching materials, whether authentic or real-world texts and teacher-made or the customized resources. Example, an ESP teacher for tourism students may create custom dialogues based on real hotel check-in conversation rather than using generic English textbooks. Aspects considered in course design. So to create an effective course, practitioners must focus on the 4 key areas. So first is focusing the course. You define the learning objectives and the specific needs of the learners. The second one is determining the content. Select relevant topics, skills, and language structures that match the learner's profession or field of study. And the third one is developing materials. So what you're going to do is you're going to create or adapt resources that fit the course. And the last one is evaluating courses and materials. So you assess whether the materials effectively support learning outcomes and real-world applications. So example, a course for nurses might include patient interview scripts, medical case reports, and role-playing activities instead of general English lessons. Now, what makes a good material provider? So according to Ibrahim, a good ESP material provider should create materials that suit the learner's needs. So it means that you need to focus on specific workplace or academic situations rather than general English. And the second one is you organize materials effectively. So this means that you decide whether to use authentic materials, especially real business emails, or teacher-made resources, especially customized worksheets. Teacher-generated versus learner-generated materials. So what is teacher-generated material? So teacher-generated material are the resources created by teachers that make learning engaging and effective, developed specifically for the needs of the learners in an ESP course. So matching careers content, it means there's a teaching methods with real content or industry-specific materials, providing variety, so like case studies, simulations, role plays, and grading exercises to fit different levels of proficiency and presenting the materials in a clear and structured way. So example of this one is a legal English teacher might develop a mock courtroom script where students act out legal proceedings. So what is learner-generated material or LGM? LGM allows students to contribute to their learning by bringing their real-life experiences. It values students' prior knowledge and professional backgrounds. It encourages learners to share their experiences in a professional or academic setting. Can be used as an object lesson and basis for class discussion. Example, In a business English class, no, students might bring real-life emails, sales reports, or marketing presentations from their workplace, so which the instructor then uses for analysis and discussion. What is learner-generated material, or LGM? Now, LGM allows students to contribute to their learning by bridging real-life experiences. Now, LGM values students' prior knowledge and professional background, so it encourages learners to share their experiences in a professional or academic setting. So it can be used as an object lesson and basis for class discussion. So we can have, for instance, in a business English class, students might bring in mga real emails, sales reports, or marketing presentations from their workplace, which the instructor then uses for analysis and discussion. Dagdago na salamat. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope you learned something today in this video.